Yellow. Oh, there goes Domino. Okay. Let's explore Wikipedia. As if I'm not going to use this. It's like, how do I get this? It's like, I need a stand. This is plugged in. And it goes like this. Like that. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. Would it even like kind of work? Get it closer. Get it like there. And put that here. Is that how that works? I don't know. Even if it doesn't work. Okay. So that's plugged into there. This needs to go here. That's plugged in. Hello. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if that's working. Okay. Now I need a stand. If I can get it to stay. Stay. I don't have a phone stand. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that didn't work. Get it to go here. Get it to stand. Then let's go all the way down with it. And then twist this. That kind of works. But then this would need to stay up, so I can tighten it. Okay. That's alright. I guess that works. Oh, my headphones are trapped. Okay. Now I need a microphone stand. I need a lot of things. I could put this. I could put that there. Sort of have it away from me. Okay. Cool. Set that there, put that there. Cool. All right. Oh. Let's see. What are we going to do today? Let's go. Let's explore Wikipedia. Hi, how are you, Trudy? Oh, it'd help if I had my keyboard on. Hi. Today I will be exploring on Wikipedia the Garth Brooks conspiracy. Hi. God loves you. Oh, thank you. I love him too. We love each other. Hello, Tampa guy 7313. Are you from Tampa? The Garth Brooks conspiracy does not exist on Wikipedia. I don't think I've been to Tampa. Closest I've been is Disney World, which is Orlando. Awesome. What do you mean by Garth Brooks conspiracy theory? Well, are you familiar with the comedian Tom Segura? He started a theory about Garth Brooks that people tend to go missing um, during his tours. And if you like connect the dots with like where he's been and who goes missing, they usually line up, which is probably just a coincidence, but after a certain point of like connecting so many dots, you're like, is it though? So it was made up as a joke, but now people are like, hmm. Yeah, there's a book about it too. Maybe I'll look that up. Book about Garth Brooks conspiracy theory. Yeah, the book is called Bodies in Low Places. It says two brave journalists dare to expose the music industry's darkest secret, that country music legend Garth Brooks may very well be a bloodthirsty serial killer. Through a combination of interviews with federal law enforcement, criminologists, and music insiders, as well as exhaustive research into Garth's connection to hundreds of unsolved homicides and missing persons, the authors pieced together their satirical case. Came out last year. Oh snap. Yeah. The title of the book is the playing on words from one of his songs. Yeah, Yeah, he has lots of bodies in low places. So it's like it was made up. It was made up as a joke, but in like 2018, I think. But it just sort of sort of exploded, and now there's a book about it. Now people go to his shows and hold up signs that say, "Where are the bodies, Garth?" Like it's so funny. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's kind of manifesting itself. Yeah. Take care, brother. I gotta get back to work. Okay. I'll see you later. I'll be right here. Later, Tater. Yeah. Because I'm in Costa Rica, all the things I see online are in Costa Rica prices, so I have to convert almost everything I see, which is slightly annoying. It's on Google Books. It's like there's a YouTube channel about it too, or at least not a channel, but like an episode. It's 2 hours. I think I'll save it to my watch later. Save episode for later. Courtney Barnett has a new song out. A catalog of jazz. It looks like they're putting out Miles Davis stuff. Looks like Moby has a new song out. Alright, let's go down Wikipedia again. Has anyone got any suggestions for me? What is that? Change this to all comments. There you go. Okay. What should I search? search A24. History, social media, list of A24 films. Let's see how many A24 films I've seen. I've seen Spring Breakers, The Bling Ring, The Spectacular Now. I've seen Enemy. I've seen quite a few A24 films. That's The Captive. Ryan Reynolds. There's a Ryan Reynolds movie I haven't seen. The film has a non-linear presentation and only context differentiates the current scenes from the flashbacks. Additionally, although the film takes place over 8 years, all of the scenes take place during winter for dramatic effect. Okay, so it's like Pulp Fiction, but set in the snow. Stars Ryan Reynolds, Scott Speedman, Rosario Dawson, Kevin Durant, Bruce Greenwood. Huh. It's quite the cast. I've never heard of it. It's called The Captives. The Captive. Came out in 2014. Oh, hi, Pippin. Wonder if it's streaming anywhere. 2014, The Captive. Oh, I've seen this cover. The cover Wikipedia has is different from the actual cover. I've seen this box cover before. 2014 at like my local video store that no longer exists because physical media is dying. What's the Rotten Tomatoes score on this? 28%. That's not good. Let's see. What does Rotten Tomatoes say about this movie? Critics' consensus: Juan and lugubrious? I don't even know what that word is. Lugubrious? Juan and lugubrious? The Captive represents another atmospheric, beautifully filmed misfire from director Adam Egoyan? Adam Egoyan? Okay, let's look up him. What has he directed? Adam Egoyan. Okay. Let's look at his filmography. Next of Kin, I have not seen. Let's see if I've seen anything. Next of Kin, Family Viewing, Speaking Parts, The Adjuster, Calendar, Exotica, The Sweet Hereafter, Felicia's Journey, Arat, Arat. Nope, haven't seen that. Chloe, Adoration, Devil's Knot. Chloe sounds familiar. Yet another one that I've seen the box cover, but not the movie. Okay. Chloe, Devil's Knot. I've seen a lot of his box covers, like DVD covers, but I have not watched the movie itself. The Captive, Remember, Guest of Honor. What's Guest of Honor? Huh. Llewellyn Davis Llewellys. I like him as an actor. Seven Veils. I haven't seen any of his movies. I've only seen the box covers, which is so funny. I watch a lot of movies, and for this one director, I'm only familiar with him with his DVD covers. I've never actually picked it up and said, I want to watch this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Adam. That's... What else has he done? Executive producer, short films, TV films. Was he executive produced anything? No. No. Executive producer on the saddest music in the world. Interesting. He has a book, Dear Sandra. Okay. He has a book. Let me read about this guy. Personal life. Life. 1999. Egoyan. He won the Master of Cinema Award from the Mannheim Film Festival 25 years after receiving his international festival premiere at the same event. He's won awards. I've just never watched any of his movies. Well, I wonder, let's see, Adam, Goyen, Rotten Tomatoes. Let's see, what is his highest ranked movie? And then I'll see if I can find that movie. And I'll make it up to this man. It's like his highest ranked movie is a movie called Calendar. I think woman stays in Armenia after her photographer husband completes his assignment and returns home to Canada. It stars Adam and his wife. Hmm. Interesting. I just don't know if I would be interested in watching that movie. What's his highest ranked movie that I would be at all interested in seeing? I'm sorry, nothing he's made is interesting to me. His highest ranked films list. What's his? Is there like a lowest ranked films list? Let me see. What would I be interested in seeing? Adoration has a 62%. Let's check that out. It's fresh. It's a drama. Let's see. A straightforward translation assignment in a high school French class, okay, leads to unexpected drama for Simon, an imaginative Canadian student, and his teacher, Sabine. Sabine is also played by his wife, so he likes to cast his wife. The son of a Palestinian father, Simon takes an article about a terrorist plot and weaves it into his own tragic family history. Encouraged by Sabine, Simon passes the tale off as a true story, but the ramifications of his action, which end up online, deliver surprising results. Wait. So this kid takes a terrorist plot and weaves it as his own tragic family history. And once again, never heard of this movie. It stars Scott Speedman. Literally, Scott Speedman is the only name I know from this cast. Let's see. I know Kenneth Welsh. I know two names. There's a reason why I didn't pick up this DVD when it came out in 2009. 2009. How old was I in 2009? Let's see. Da, 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 da. 2009 minus 1992. I was 17. No, I wouldn't have been interested in this movie in 2009. Is it streaming anywhere? Adoration. 2008. It is. It's on Apple TV, which I don't have. Wonder if you can watch the whole thing on YouTube. Let's go to YouTube. See if someone's uploaded the whole thing. Nope. Nope. No one's taken the time to upload this movie on YouTube. I wonder if it's because no one's even heard of it. There's a movie called The Revival. Looks like it's an LGBTQ plus religious drama. LGBTQ plus religious drama called The Revival. That's interesting. Well, now I gotta look this movie up. Wikipedia. Revival 2017. There you go. American romantic drama film directed by Jennifer Gerber, written by Samuel Brett Williams, and starring Zachary Booth and David Rystall. Plot follows a secret love affair between a Southern Baptist preacher and a young drifter that challenges the equilibrium of a growing church. Oh boy. Critical response 78%. The often difficult squaring of religious fervor and sexual longing receives poignant, powerful treatment in the film. Huh. How old was this preacher and how old was this drifter? That's what I want to know. Does it give any ages? It just says a young drifter. Was it appropriate? Eli, a preacher in Hot Springs, Arkansas, who inherited his father's Baptist church after his death, has watched the once thriving congregation of church's funds dwindle down to nearly nothing. Emmanuel Baptist, the competing church in Hot Springs, boasts high congregation numbers, and the minister, Brother Aaron, has his sermons broadcast on the local radio. After after Eli's sermon once after Eli's sermon one service, he notices a drifter, Daniel, in attendance for the church's free potluck afterwards. Eli introduces himself and his pregnant wife, June, to Daniel. Daniel is initially standoffish and abruptly leaves when Eli does not offer him a place to stay after he asks. Eli's friend Trevor invites him to go hunting. He tells Eli that the congregation has been talking about replacing him with a different pastor. Trevor has invited the Southern Baptist Board of Churches to what he calls the Revival, a church service they will sell tickets to with food, singing, dancing, and plenty of evangelical preaching from Eli. And Eli reluctantly accepts. Later, Eli finds Daniel waiting outside the church because he is hungry and invites him in. In Eli's office, Daniel opens up to him when Eli offers his own lunch to him. Daniel notices a Marcel Proust collection on a bookshelf, and the two men connect over the author. When Daniel's finished eating, Eli brings Daniel to his father's cabin in the woods. place Eli's father kept secret as a way to deal with Eli's alcoholic mother's erratic behavior. Huh. Away from the eyes of the city and his parish, Eli cleans and rebandages a wound on Daniel's hand when he embraces Eli, and the two almost kiss before Eli leaves. Oh boy. Okay. The next day, another parishioner, Jimmy, okay, visits Eli at his office because he is feeling sexually attracted to his cousin. Wait a minute. Let me read that again. The next day, another parishioner, Jimmy, visits Eli at his office because he is feeling sexually attracted to his cousin, Missy. Eli does little to help Jimmy, but listens to him. Hmm. Meanwhile, Daniel buys ingredients to make meth. Okay. Wait, who is Daniel? Oh, duh. Daniel buys ingredients to make meth. Trevor invites Eli over for a meal to discuss the revival. He reveals that Brother Aaron has been doctoring his attendance records, and the Southern Baptist Board will be removing him from his position at Emmanuel Baptist. Okay. In the meantime, the church's congregation will need somewhere to go, and Trevor convinces Eli to try to bring them to the revival. Over their meal, it is also revealed that Trevor is a recovering alcoholic, nearly a year sober. That night, Eli brings Daniel more food and they eventually have a sexual encounter. Eli accidentally spending the night. Huh. Upon returning home, June is upset, but Eli appeases her when he washes her feet, although she is aware of his happy attitude. Okay. At his office, Eli is again visited by Jimmy about his feelings for his cousin, which Eli advises him against. June hosts a luncheon prayer circle with the women in the congregation, and at the cabin, Daniel cooks meth. That night, Eli's visit to the cabin again lasts late into the night, and he and David have sex, but Eli returns home. Trevor books Eli a radio interview to promote the revival, and he makes an impassioned statement. That night, June confronts him with an exposing picture of Daniel and Eli together, and they fight. The next day, Daniel throws away the meth he cooked after Eli implored him to stop. Okay? Jimmy watches Missy at her job, and Trevor struggles with his sobriety. His parenting, while parenting his daughter, who he recently gained custody over. Okay? At the cabin that night, Eli tries ending things with Daniel, who confesses his feelings for Eli, but Eli leaves. In his next sermon, Eli begins to utilize more flamboyant evangelical preaching methods and is finally able to excite his congregation until Daniel shows up and confesses his love in front of them. Oh boy. Eli takes the opportunity to heal Daniel with a blessing in front of the parishioners, and Daniel plays along. After the sermon, Eli drives Daniel to the cabin, insisting he pack up and leave, but Daniel refuses. Eli returns home, where he learns the healing has caused the revival to sell out. June reveals that she took the photo of Eli. He tells June that Daniel will not leave, so she tells Eli she is going to clean up his mess. Don't know what that means. Eli drinks heavily and wanders to town drunk, eventually ending up at the church. June goes to the cabin and first threatens Daniel with an allegory, but he still refuses to leave. She exits the cabin as Trevor enters. He beats Daniel unconscious and hogties him. He has Jimmy watch Daniel. He has Jimmy watch Daniel, telling him they will put him on the next bus out of the city, and leaves. Eli decides to leave the church and go to the cabin, heavily intoxicated. He hits a deer, but eventually arrives at the cabin, finding the brutalized, barely conscious Daniel, and tells Jimmy to leave. Eli lights some newspaper on fire and uses it to burn the cabin down, with Daniel inside. As church choir music swells, he watches the cabin burn from his car. Trevor drinks from a whiskey bottle and sobs at home, looking over his daughter, and Jimmy finally has with Missy. Later, Eli sits on the church stage as an enthusiastic Baptist choir performs for a completely full congregation. When they finish, Eli walks to the pulpit and begins his revival sermon. Well, that did not have the ending I was expecting. No, thank you.